It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Vikings and the Seahawks next on EA Sports.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to... They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Bulldozes past him, and they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Cousins on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And some space here. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Geno. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now KJ Osborne. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll throw again. Cousins, a quick hitter complete. It's Osborne. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them coming to the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 1:58 left to play. Hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing again on second down. Cousins steps away to his left. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And that'll set them back 5. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Joseph's got it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. Get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he finds Penny. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
First down, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 28 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, here's Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Smith now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Nice kick.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head. after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point. On second and a couple, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings!
That's how you score.
T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Geno now to throw. And it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Cousins on 4th down, being chased out left. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on 4th and 2.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 2nd and 2, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.